Hello everyone, I'm Alien Tashi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making some popsicle stick lawn chairs. It's a charging station for your phone. Isn't that awesome? Super cute. Super awesome. So, I'm going to leave actually all the measurements of all the popsicle sticks down below just so I don't use up more time in the video. Also, since this is my first crafting video, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. I really appreciate your opinions. Also, send a like if you like this video, or even subscribe to my channel for more content. Hopefully I'll have more stuff in just a couple weeks. Now, in order to get started, the things you are going to need are popsicle sticks, of course, plenty of them. Next thing that you're going to need are, I like to use a pencil and a marker just to make some little marks on the popsicle sticks as I am labeling them. And I like to use wire cutters in order to cut my popsicle sticks. It just provides to be a lot better than crafting scissors or any kind of X-Acto. And a hot glue gun. I have a simple mini one. You don't need anything complicated. And you need sandpaper. It doesn't matter what kind. I use an extra fine 320, I think. And also, if you want to decorate your awesome lawn chair, you're going to need some paint as well. Okay, now that we have all of our materials, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with actually measuring out all of those measurements from down in the description below. And I also went ahead and with my pencil, I put down what part of the chair it is, just so I wouldn't forget and I wouldn't be wondering what on earth I was doing later. Take the wire cutters and go ahead and start cutting where you have your lines. Or if you have your X-Acto or craft scissors, do that as well. Whatever you have. And go for speed montage! Okay, and once you start finishing up this, I like to set down a paper towel for the next part because we're going to be sanding down the edges of all the popsicle sticks because what you're going to notice once you cut them, they're either going to be sharp or if you did it with the craft scissors X-Acto, they're not going to be perfect. So this way it helps it to be much more safer when you actually have it, and that way you don't have to worry about cutting yourself or having a splinter when you, when you use it. And go for other speed montage. Okay, now that we have that finished, we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to lay out where the popsicle sticks are going to go. We're going to start out with the back. I like to put the smallest back pieces like mirroring each other and then going from there. That way it's a little bit cuter. Now with the seat, there's 3 popsicle sticks that are going to be together and then there's going to be one that's slightly apart. This is so afterwards we can put the charger through that one and it goes through the chair. That way it can sit all cute there and adorable and nice. Now, this is important. If you guys want, you can pre-paint your popsicle sticks before we start hot gluing because that is the next step. But I personally like to do all the painting afterwards, but if you're going to have a lot of multiple colors, then I would suggest to pre-paint it. It does make it a little bit harder if you don't know where you're going to place things, which is why I also like to do this layout just in case. That way you know exactly where everything's going to go and you can just pre-paint like that. Alright, once you finish all the layout and you get all the pieces, then you're actually going to start hot gluing. I like to start with the chair and the back. It is the easiest part to start with, as well as your biggest pieces anyway, so it makes the whole job easier, and that way you know exactly how it's going to sit with your phone. Okay, and then when you're going to glue the back supports to the back part of your chair, you're going to go ahead and give it a little scoot on the bottom just so it's all at the same level. It's if it's not perfect, that's okay. I mean, this is supposed to be fun. And nothing's ever perfect. You'll find that once you sand the edges down, they're also not going to be 100% perfect measurement. And that's totally fine. Just keep on hot gluing and you'll be fine. Now for the top part, I like to use only a little bit of glue just so afterwards I don't get those glue parts in the front. I absolutely detest getting those. Once your back and seat part are glued together, you're going ahead and kind of see where you want that angle to be, because you do want the lawn chair to have a little bit of an angle, but not too much that it's going to fall down. I mean, we do have that back support little piece at the edge, but we don't want to completely rely on that either. So we're going to go ahead and glue that together just like so. Now we have the cute little chair. I like to make sure and place my phone on top just to make sure that it's just right, as well as the fact that the seat is wide enough. That is really, really important, because once we put the arm, it's going to kind of take away a little bit of the space there, so you want to make sure that it's wide enough. Next stop, I like to start with the front legs. Now the front legs, you're going to want it a little bit above the seat part. So I technically made it at like a quarter of an inch. You don't have to do that specific measurement, but you just have to make sure that the sticks do end up at the same place. So go ahead and put a little bit mark like I did, and then just glue that down to the seat. Now that we have our front legs on, we're going to go ahead and put on the back legs. Now the back legs are what kind of gets the seat a little bit less space, because we're going to kind of put it on the seat a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put that at a serious, not serious angle, but it is going to be at an angle. Now if you want, you can make it a little bit straighter. I like to have it a little bit more like laid back, like a true lawn chair, but it all depends on what you want. So long as both legs are at the same angle. And again, we're going to put that a little bit on top of the seat as well. I put it again at a quarter inch. Same goes for the front legs. But it all depends on what you want to do. Our little chair is coming together now. So cute. All right, now we're going to put the arms of our chair. Now what I like to do is the fact that I will do the arms coming out a little bit. So from that back part, I'll do it at a little bit of an angle so it's not completely 90 degrees coming out. It's a little bit obtuse, just ever so slightly. I think it looks more lawn cherry that way. And plus, then, just in case you didn't do the right measurements for your seat part and your phone doesn't fully fit in there, maybe that little extra quarter-inch or so will give you a little bit more leeway. Now for the last part to glue down. It's so exciting, finally, almost done. Now we're gonna go ahead and put that back support on, and you're just gonna put it against that upper support beam that we have there for the back. Um, you can go ahead and put a little bit of glue on that and just stick it in there and make sure that it's completely down so afterwards it's not just hovering there or anything weird. And there we go. We have a chair. It's beautiful. It's miraculous. It probably has 5 million pencil marks too. Now you can go ahead and paint right now. If you pre-painted, then obviously you're done. Congratulations. If you have not pre-painted, like I did, then go ahead and pre-paint. But first, don't forget to take away some of those little hot glue webs and then go ahead and start painting. Paint and paint away. Now, if you want, you can also use a sealer after you've used the paint. I didn't, just because honestly I didn't buy any and I don't have one on me right now that's not colored, and I have a beautiful blue chair, so I didn't want to ruin that. By the way, let me say I am sorry I did not add a paintbrush into the things that you need for this project. I completely spaced. I am so sorry. But look at how awesome your chair will look. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Now let's just, ultimate moment of truth. Let's just go ahead and put in the charger. Make sure that's nice and spaced. Yes, it's beautiful. And put in a phone. Just like so. And look at that. A beautiful charging station. Thanks for watching, everybody.